The rail route between Haldibari in India's West Bengal and Bangladesh's Chilahati is all set to reopen on the 17th of December. The route was closed down nearly 55 years ago. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will inaugurate the train through a virtual meeting. India's Northeast Frontier Railway, that is Shubhanandan Chanda, an official, announced the development and said that a goods train will run from Chilahati to Haldibari, which is under the Katihar division of the NRF, to mark the opening of the route. The railway route was closed in 1965 during the India-Pakistan War. Remember that 55 years ago, Bangladesh was still a part of Pakistan and was officially recognized as East Pakistan. The train route will resume a day after Bangladesh's Great Victory Day. Now let's look over some of the key issues that will be discussed in this conference. It is expected that the focus will be on putting an end to border killings and water sharing issues pertaining to 6 rivers. However, it is still not clear if India's Teesta River will find a mention in these talks. Other key issues will be resolving bureaucratic complexities in the LOC project, cooperation in tackling the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, as well as trade facilitation between the neighbor nations. Bangladesh will be looking at this meeting as an opportunity to strengthen the bilateral ties with India, and the country will be celebrating 50 years of independence in March next year. That also marks 50 strong years of India-Bangladesh diplomatic relations. The two countries will jointly celebrate the golden jubilee of its bilateral ties, for which preparations are underway on both sides. Now, for more details about this development, our principal diplomatic correspondent, Siddhant Sibal, joins us live. Siddhant, thanks so much for joining us. Tell us a little bit more about the significance of this rail route reopening nearly 55 years later.
Well, the basic focus of New Delhi has been connectivity. Connectivity is the new geopolitical currency. And when it comes to Bangladesh, India is reviving the previous routes of connectivity. We know already that India is working on the Agartala-Akhara rail route, and it will be open next year. Meanwhile, this time when the virtual summit happens, the connectivity link which will connect the northern part of Bangladesh with the northern part of the Indian state of West Bengal, and that of course is a crucial link which has been revived. We know already that when it comes to the western part, the India-Bangladesh boundary, there has been connectivity measures which includes the Maitri Express that connects Kolkata, which is the capital of the Indian state of West Bengal, with the national capital of Bangladesh, Dhaka. So clearly the focus is connectivity through various means, whether it is rail connectivity, whether it's road connectivity, or through waterways as well. But by and large, this is the crucial virtual summit that's going to take place. In fact, the Indian Prime Minister was expected to visit Dhaka earlier this year during the anniversary year celebration of the father of the nation of Bangladesh, but it could not happen because of the pandemic. And now this virtual summit, one of the most high-profile virtual summit which is going to take place in the coming days. In fact, even as we speak, a virtual summit is underway between India and Uzbekistan. But the virtual summit between India and Bangladesh will be second such virtual summit of the Indian Prime Minister in the neighborhood. He already had a virtual summit with the Sri Lankan counterpart.
Right, Siddhant, you just mentioned the virtual summit to take place between the two prime ministers. Of course, the focus will be on bilateral ties, but tell us more about the key issues that may come up. We hear that water sharing pacts as well as border killing, and of course a joint effort to tackle the COVID-19 pandemic will be discussed.
Well, both countries have invested heavily in each other. We have seen growing closeness between the two countries. In fact, the camaraderie between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been something that has been talked about much. But largely, if we look at the outcomes and what both countries want to see is cooperation in several areas, whether it's COVID crisis and how to deal with it, or whether it's the Teesta Pact, the much delayed Teesta Pact. But if we talk about the COVID pandemic, we know that the Indian Foreign Secretary had recently visited Bangladesh. That was his first visit to any country amidst the COVID pandemic. And during his visit to the country, he called on the Prime Minister there and talked about when it comes to the vaccine, Indian vaccine. He assured that whenever the vaccine comes, we do expect a formal announcement very soon, as the Indian Prime Minister has said that there might be some announcement on the vaccine in coming few weeks. Whenever this vaccine comes, India will reach out to its neighbor, and Bangladesh Bangladesh, of course, gets the high priority. In fact, the Bangladeshi envoy was part of the recent visit of over 60 envoys to the southern Indian city of Hyderabad to take a look at the vaccine facilities in India and how India is working on. So there are several issues and topics which are being discussed, but by and large, how India and Bangladesh describe this relationship is by using the term Shonali Adhyay. That means the golden era of this relationship is underway.
Co-presented by Skoda. Simply clever.